Welcome back to Urban Sprawl Modded. I'm currently standing in a trial chamber and I'm not here to do the trials. I'm here to collect something. Last episode I got my wings. Now I need gunpowder. And because we're in create mod, to get gunpowder, there's a lot of steps involved before we get to our preferred outcome. So I need spider's eyes, which means I need a spider spawner, which means I get to show you something really cool in create mod. Here we have a spider spawner from the trial chamber. And because we're in create mod, if you've got your settings correct, we can do something really cool. Put that there. And then I have now got that spawner in a minecart contraption in my inventory. See? How cool is that? So now I've got a spider spawner and I can place it wherever I like. Now I've just got to remember how to get out of here. Here's another one. I've set this one up, but I don't particularly need a skelly spawner. I think I've got enough skelly spawners. I really want to get out of here before they're activated again. The only thing wrong with this plan is that taking a spawner from a trial chamber means they're only set off at certain intervals. And if we want something that's continually spawning spiders, we will need to eventually find a naturally spawning actual spider spawner. I just wanted to show you that I haven't come across a proper spawner yet, but when we do, that's how I will collect one. So I've already collected a couple of spawners from the trial chambers. Now we get to go home and put them to good use. As you can see, I already have a few spawners. This minecart contraption is my dragon slayer contraption. Yeah, so I've already got a couple of spawners. I think one of them's a slime, one of them's a skelly, and I think I might have a couple of slimes. But there you go. We've got a couple of spawners in storage. Now, I just need to collect this. And today, we're going to start a factory where the final product is gunpowder for rockets. I've decided we're going to have all our factories over in the village to utilise some of the villages. So I don't want them all over near the iron farm because that's the iron farm. So I've already set some things out. This is going to be housing. But over here, I've got the floor plans of our first factory. So this is going to be involving quite a few things. We won't get it finished this episode. Like anything in Create Mod, takes steps. So today I want to get started on the factory. And it is a big building. So my idea is there's going to be factories and farms all the way along, all joined together with conveyor belts and other machinery that Create Mod offers, and building things that we need. I need rockets, so that's going to be our first focus. But in order to do rockets, we need other stuff. In Create Mod, you can make gunpowder. And one thing you need is fermented spider eyes. And another thing you need is glistening watermelon. So we need, we need a watermelon farm. But I'm getting ahead of myself. I want to get this factory built and then we can start putting some farms in place. So let's start the factory. So this is our first factory, apart from the iron farm. And it's not an overly large factory, but there will be different segments to it. So this is the main factory floor, which is why it's got tough brick, because there's going to be lots of heavy machinery in this particular building. And then out here we've got just a grass area. I'm thinking this might be for transport, so we might have horse and carts come through. So this grass might end up getting trodden down, but more for deliveries and packages being sent off. And out here, we've got this section. And I was thinking this might be a walled off area for a farm, because like I said, we will need melons, or glistening melon slices for our gunpowder recipe. So we might end up putting a small melon patch in here. And I have looked into melon farms with Create Mod, and there are some quite interesting contraptions, but I don't think anything can beat a piston farm with observers. So I reckon that might be the way we go for our melon farm, but the rest of it will be Create Mod, which is why we've got this hole. I originally had this design as a wheat farm. This was originally going to be a wheat factory and a flour mill. So we're going to have water wheels powering a steam engine, powering all sorts of different machines in here. But the building has been repurposed because gunpowder is going to be what we need first. So I was thinking of having the chute there and conveyor belts take it inside. I don't know whether the melon farm could use that. So we'll have to wait and see how this place can be reorganised to be a melon farm and a gunpowder factory. So it's going to be interesting. I've just noticed there's a block missing up there. What do you think of the roof, guys? This green block, I think, goes really nicely with the red brick. And I will tell you what that is made of. It's Viridium, cut Viridium. And I will get one of those out and fill that gap. Because that's really going to annoy me, having that one gap in the roof. We do not need any leaks because it does rain here quite a bit. There we go. All patched up. There. Yeah, so let me know what you think of the cut Viridium and how it contrasts really nicely with the red brick. I like it. It's got a very factory feel to it, and I really do like that domed roof rather than having just a flat roof or a sawtooth roof like the iron farm. I think the domed roof looks a lot nicer. So if this is going to be a melon farm, we might have a spider farm next to it. So we're going to have a big line of factories and farms all contributing to gunpowder and other materials and resources that we'll need as we move further into the season. I think we might leave it there for the episode. I hope you enjoyed it. Just a nice short episode today, building the first factory in the village. It's going to be a gunpowder factory. If you enjoyed the content, please give me a thumbs up. If you've just found the channel and have been watching and haven't subscribed, please subscribe. I'm No Spring Chicken. This is Urban Sprawl Modded, and I will see you next time. Bye.